Over the last weekend there, my partner and I went to see The Matrix Resurrections, and we liked it enough that we went to see it again yesterday. And I find it very puzzling that so many reviews don't like it, yet so many people like Spider-Man No Way Home for doing pretty much the same thing. Both films are just loaded with nostalgia, aimed squarely at people who saw the original films growing up and loved them. And that's what they both do. They have references, they have lines, they have callbacks, and they say like, hey, we remember that thing you remember too. And they're both good because of it. But for some reason, people don't seem to get that about The Matrix. I mean, yes, the second and third Matrix movies weren't as popular as the first one. They're still fine movies, but we're not going to get into that just now. The Matrix Resurrections is a film about making films, about being told what you have to make, and then trying to find ways to get your own creative freedom out of the constraints of what you've been told you have to do. Like, people talk about it being too meta, but honestly, it's not meta enough. I mean, they literally talk to you about what people think the Matrix is in the Matrix in the Matrix. Like, it's kind of hard to be more wanton on the nose than what they do. It's also surprising seeing so many people online having difficulty with following the plot because they have a lot of exposition, like a lot of exposition, and yet you still go online and find people saying like, "Oh, how come that character was old?" And it's like, well, they literally tell you how long has passed in the film. Just gotta watch it with your sea holes and you'll actually understand what's going on. It's not perfect. The final fight sequence could be a lot better. It's not particularly clear exactly what people are trying to actually achieve during it after they achieve the goal of the actual heist. Like, there's some stuff like that could be a little bit better, but like, it's a fun movie. Could be a little shorter. There's a little bit of waffle, but it does exactly what it sets out to do. It makes a new Matrix story, and it kind of closes the loop on stuff that people wanted to have happen from the end of the original trilogy, while also showing, hey, we don't have to do sequels to this, but if we want to, we can come back and do them. So it's well worth seeing. Like, I have the benefit of having the unlimited cards. I get to go and see things as much as I want, and indeed later today I'm going to go see Kingsman. But yeah, The Matrix Resurrections is a good film. It's well worth watching. All the more so if you enjoyed the previous ones. But let's be fair, it's been out for a week, and if you've seen the previous Matrixes, you're probably already been to see Resurrections. So, I'm not really sure who I'm making this review for. That's okay. I'm going to do them anyway. So yeah, go see Matrix. It's good. If you haven't seen any of the other Matrixes, then I wouldn't bother. Like, go and watch The Matrix. You know, the original Matrix. It still holds up.